to even up close to the #1 player. But we now have a feeling leading off this war, Gaku's base here with it really exposed Town Hall to this bottom side with all these storages. I mean, it's almost impossible, I would see, try to get Sneaky Goblins into there. But with the Invis, yeah, trying to help force this Stone Slammer to go straight to the scatter shot.
Yeah, trying to create an angle which Gaku did not predict, and I think indeed he did not predict that at all. Taking down a lot in this base, and I think it's really showing that they are pushing on Legends with Queen Walkers because it is a kind of like a form of this incredible annoying box blitz. I think you all know that out of you who is pushing in Legends, you know this setup of base, the Town Hall, kind of from the outside. It looks always easy to go for it. But then all of the traps on the other side and the heroes as well, which are making things even worse. So I'm really looking forward to see how good this is going to work because he is bringing an interesting mix of spells as well.
Look at that. He dropped the Headhunter from the right side over the Town Hall because he wanted to path the Headhunter across to pull like a tornado trap skeletons so that when the Queen steps up going there, she wouldn't get affected by it. What a brilliant move right there.
Yeah, that's right. So we have now the Queen moving forward. Oh, wait a second. She is going inside. So he needs to be quick with those dragons. If this Queen is getting somehow, we all know the Queen, is somehow getting lured over to the Stark Elixir Drill, this might be bad news. But so far it's looking good. The King with the Golem on the outside, and he has Rocket Runes for the back end, still not even deployed.
Yeah, and the Queen now does loop her way back to the Town Hall. Here goes an early Warden ability with the balloons, pathing their way over to the Eagle Artillery. The Eagle shot hits the dragons, but they are protected by that Warden Eternal Tome as they path their way into the core. The Queen's ability takes that Town Hall down with a heal spell in the middle. There's a single bad spell to provide a distraction onto the single target Inferno.
Yeah, that's right, but now he has to go against this Sweeper. The Sweeper is looking so annoying to face right there, and those dragons are just having a lot of problems to get through this back end. The Royal Champion already used her ability. The dragons are now closing in, but there's the Scatter, the air defense, and the Sweeper staying alive. The invisibility spell comes in too late, and the Royal Champion on the left side is not really getting in. Guys, I'm already annoyed. I don't want to face this base Legend. Please, no.
Oh, you're going to face it.
Yeah, for sure.
It's guaranteed. If Gaku ran it here in the World Championship, it's going to be run in Legends League. Guaranteed, especially when it defends for in the mid-70s, it looks like, closing in on an 80%.
Yeah, this is kind of crazy. I mean, over the year we have learned that most of the time the Legend meta is ahead of the Clan War meta when it comes down to base building, and this is exactly showing off. And I'm really scared if the rest of the bases from Queen Walkers looking kind of the same. And this is the base which Aphelion attack first, right?
Yeah.
The first attack is where you have the best idea. You're pretty happy with the plan, so you're going in with that one first. So I'm really, this is going to be interesting.
That's a great point there. These players who attack first felt confident enough to say, hey, I will go ahead, take it on. And usually, I think I've talked to you in the past about the experience when someone says, okay, I've got a plan for this attack. Usually you just say, okay, you deal with it and we'll start to think about other bases. Is that typically the process that these pro players end up doing when they're in a war of this caliber?
Yeah, I think so. I back then called like always a safe call, which is like if I know in my opinion at least, will 3-star this base, then I said, okay, guys, go for the next base because the planning time is really limited. It's not like the normal Clan War, like back at home, 24 hours to plan. Not really. You have 8 minutes roundabout to plan. So this is not too much, to be honest, they have to work with. So yeah, so far, really good base, really good defense from Queen Walkers. And now the question is, can they deliver on offense?
That is the question indeed. So we're probably going to either see Stadra or Gaku, and it is indeed Stadra kicking it off first for them. He's got a mix of Super Bowlers. I mean, if you take Super Bowlers, you take Super Wizards, you can't take those Super Wall Breakers. So he decides to take 7 regular ones here because he really wants to get the Chain Belly. So is the reason why he doesn't have a Poison spell because he has those Super Wizards to try to deal potential with a Lava Hound and the Pups?
Yeah, that's exactly how we pointed that out. Making sure that those Super Wizards are getting the value. We all know sometimes it's kind of annoying if you're facing a Hound Clan Castle with those Super Bowlers because they're running ahead and your Queen is really staying behind. So adding those Super Bowlers is a really great move from Stadra. And we all know him. He's like the smash specialist from the Queen Walkers. He really loves to go in with those smash-based attacks. The wall breakers are connecting, and this means the Super Bowlers are in, the Pack are in, and the Super Wizards
moving his way through. There's a Headhunter joining in with the fight. The Balloon's going through. The Siege Barracks is finally coming down with that extra P.E.K.K.A. Going to help assist the King as he makes his way to the top side. The jump gives him access straight into the middle of the base. Get ready for a Grand Warden Turtle Tome. Yes! There he goes. Keeps the troops alive as he passes his way through. Another Rage Spell coming right through the core.
That's right, and now we should take a look at the Lava Hound. How quick can he pop with those Super Wizards? Now it's going down. There we go. But the Royal Champion at the bottom side found a Tesla farm around the skeleton, around the scatter shot. But those skeletons are really giving him a hard time. And the Town Hall is on the back end. The Town Hall still has to fall. The Hog Wrestler coming in. The Super Bonus. The Town Hall keeps staying alive for now.
Yeah, the Town Hall is up. There's the freeze. RC ability goes off. Does not secure the bottom scatter shot due to the Task Force and the skeletons. But the Hogs making their way through, pulling some traps. Where's his Queen? Did she go down? Yeah, she must have, but he made his way through the Tower of Poison. But does he have enough?
I don't know. It's not looking too good for Stadra. He has not too much back-end power with a Scatter and an Expo staying left alive. No Royal Champion, no Queen, just a P.E.K.K.A. and a Warden, which might somehow be actually useful.
We got a Yak, though. We saw from the other war that it was the Yak that saved the day. Coming through, the Yak is barely alive. Here comes the P.E.K.K.A, but the Scatter Shot is doing work.
That's right, but the Gold Store just being a bit too tanky, or is it? Nope, it's not going down. But this is still a percentage lead for now for the Queen Walkers. Well, Aphelion with 81%. We have seen this already today, right?
Yeah.
Like, we have seen already a team starting with 81%. You don't like to see that again.
Oh, you definitely don't like to see that indeed. That's a low percentage there. So Queen Walkers, even though they didn't get a 3-star, they are in the driver's seat with the percentage. Up in the high 90s is where you have to get if you want to have a chance at getting the win in a style like this. Because if you're not leading on stars, you want to be at least having the percentage so that if it comes down to the final attack, you can make that comeback. Because if you're down on percent, it's like being down an extra star at that point.
Yeah, that's right. Percentage is incredible, especially like pressure-wise.
Yeah.
If you feel like, oh, it's so close, like this one building, it could have went our way, but it did not. So Aphelion really needs to step things up. And I'm looking forward to the next base of Queen Walkers, because so far, already this first base of Gaku did not look fun to attack.
No,
so
not indeed.
We have to wait which style they're preferring, if they keep going with this box legend style setup, or if they're going to mix things up and go into the traditional anti-3-star setup, I would say.
Yeah, that is a great question. I think we might have only seen one ring base, maybe this whole World Championship so far. So are we going to see some more? Because the problem with ring bases is if you make a mistake, it tends to be very low percentage. Yeah. If you fail in an anti-3-star, you usually could get high 90s, like 95, 98, 99. But the rings, they could be like in the 60s if something really goes wrong.
Yeah, that's right. And taking a look at the hit rates overall of this event so far, it feels like maybe actually ring bases or like legend bases in general is the right move, because if you have one defense, it's like 1 star up in theory and percentage lead as well. And we have, I feel so bad for Aphelion right now.
Oh, man.
I really hope there's somehow practice in Legends. Otherwise, this is not going to be too much fun. But they're going in with the Inferno Dragons and Dragon Rider combination onto this base, and they're starting things off with the Inferno Dragons into the direction of that Town Hall.
They indeed are. It's the box bases coming into play for Queen Walker. That blimp finds a tornado trap right off the bat, so hopefully he doesn't find any sinking air mines, because obviously that wooden building won't be able to protect it anymore. There's that freeze onto the Queen, but the blimp makes it to the Town Hall. Balloons will help secure it.
Yeah, I feel like this blimp bait was actually for the Blizzard behind the Town Hall. But well, with those Inferno Dragons, there was enough tanking for that blimp to reach their Town Hall. But now it's all about this right side. There is the defending Warden, the scatter shot there, so there's just so much damage. The King already went down, so more ground skeleton traps. This is really looking tricky. Inferno Dragons on the left side taking down Expos, which are important to take down, especially with heroes alive, which are then supposed to take down the back end of the space.
Yeah, with one skeleton spell still to use. He wants to use it to protect the world champion, but it looks like her ability is pretty much going to be forced here pretty early. That multi-target Inferno is taking down these ground skeletons so quickly. I'm wondering why he deployed it right there. Why didn't he maybe deploy a little bit farther away from where the multi would be able to hit it? But he still has the Queen ability. There's the freeze. I mean, he might just have enough if this RC can take this multi down, but doesn't look like he will.
No, like the Multi-Inferno Tower seems to be the big game changer on this one. Nothing can reach it. The Unicorn is trying to do its best to keep this Queen alive. There's the Queen ability, but the Queen has to go through a lot of buildings still. Can he somehow make this work? The Unicorn is going down, but the Multi-Mortar is actually providing some damage.
It is indeed, and he knows it. It's going to be a fail. 96, 97. Maybe even got that air defense for a 98%. How much health does this cannon have? Can he get one shot on it? Oh, it's full health. Well, never mind. That won't go down. A 98%. And we started off yesterday for Aphelion with a perfect war. And now they failed their very first 2 attacks against Queen Walkers. I wonder if the pressure's getting to him at this stage, but man, what a great try.
Yeah, I think the pressure for sure is an important factor, but at the same time, I feel like the biggest and most important thing while we're watching the small skeleton to go to work against this wall, but I just think the biggest factor is just this legend style. If you do not push on legends, and I know a lot of those pro teams are like, stop playing legends when they have to like test bases for like 5, 6, 7, 8 hours a day just to make sure they're preparing right for this event. They don't really have the time anymore to push in legends. And I feel like versus Queen Walkers, this might be not the best idea. And so far it has worked out great for them. Aphelion really feeling the pressure and struggling against those box bases.
Yeah, so you talk about the box bases. So what would you say, Itsu, if you had to pick an attack strategy you think would work best against them? Do you have any that come to mind, maybe? Or is Dragon something? I mean, obviously, Queen charges if you get the value, but is it really an attack strategy that can work the best for those types of bases?
I mean, I have to laugh a little bit because we did not script this, but I did upload today a video on how to beat box base. It's just a random coincidence.
There you go.
But yeah, you can for sure have a couple of options. I think most of those strategies work as long as you know the specific entries and what you have to look out for. So yeah, it is for sure not the easiest. And as I said, it's all about like this routine, this practice. And we have Aphelion again, more like with this diamond-style bases, which were really popular over the year.
Yeah.
But it feels like Queen Walkers are like one step ahead when it's coming down to base building.
All right, Gaku, what do you got for us? We got the Mass Inferno Dragons. We saw it before, but let's see if he can pull off the 3-star with it. An early Warden ability, protecting all the Inferno Dragons, protecting that Battle Blimp as it makes its way through. There is the Rage coming through, going to secure the Town Hall. There's another Skeleton spell being used right now, or at least the one, onto the single target Inferno to really stop that. The Town Hall's been down, and there's only 30 seconds has been used in the attack, and it's already moving his way right on through.
That's right, really explosive attack, making sure the push is quick into the heart of this base. The Multi-Inferno Tower in the core is getting healed up again with a really nicely placed heal spell. Take a look at how many Inferno Dragons there are still left alive. This back and scatter though is looking like a big threat, especially protected by those Tesla.
Yeah, the Tesla's over to the scatter. The problem is, will this World Champion be able to continue this push through? But look at this. We've got the King ability still up. We got the Queen ability still intact. But the problem is the Clan Castle. We probably are going to be seeing a Lava Hound that will come out of the CC. I don't think he lured the full Clan Castle unless it was super minions and whatnot. But that will get lured out. There's a Tornado Trap once he gets close to this. So this King ability will get so much value once he... And okay, so he decides to say, hey, I'm going to use the Poison Spell for the skeletons that did pop up here. But I think he's going to have plenty with his hero build. Okay, it's a triple Ice Golem, so that shouldn't be too big of a deal.
Yeah, it's only going to waste a lot of time, and I just don't think there's the damage from the defenses to make sure that those heroes are going to be taken down, especially with this King ability. This one last Expo is like saying, come on, heroes are so strong. What am I supposed to do against 4 of them?
Yeah, indeed, right? All his heroes... Oh, never mind. His Raw TV did go down. So, I mean, I guess she just didn't have enough to take it down. But Gaku puts the 3-star on the board. Beautiful job. Stadra fell 4 buildings short, But Gaku did not, and he is coming away with that first 3-star of this war, trying to stay in that upper bracket. What a great attack there from Gaku of Queen Walkers.
Yeah, that's right. Really nicely done. You see the smile. He knows this was an important 3-star, because not only they have now the 1-star more than Aphelion, but as well the percentage lead, and that's quite a big margin. And we have seen over not only yesterday, but already today, how much this percent can matter in this match, and as well in like this mind game setup of those teams.
Absolutely. With the 3-star coming in, it's going to be a big advantage to Queen Walkers. Granted, Aphelion, it's the box bases that's been getting into their head that Queen Walkers may, hey, you know exactly what to do. And when we talked about them and they filled out those questionnaires, what was the one team that they really thought they knew the best? Well, they both said each other. Since they are both from Japan, they face each other so many times. They are very familiar with their attack strategies, and they are bringing another kind of box bases looking like here. We've got ourselves a Town Hall all the way to the bottom side of this base. He's bringing that Queen Charge Dragon Rider, starting off with the Queen to the top side, all the way on the opposite side of the Town Hall. So let's see if he can get all this value.
Yeah, it feels like the setup from this attack seems similar to what Tribe Gaming has doing with their Queen Charge Hydra. Queen charging into the Eagle, trying to take that out as quick as possible, and then going into the flank, into the Town Hall, and making sure that's going down. So let's see if Shoya is going to do the same approach, the same route. And so far, he's doing exactly that with trying to get into that Eagle as quickly as possible. And there were a lot of red bombs.
There was indeed, protecting those healers, but that Queen is taking so much damage from these ground expos here, but he does wall break a little bit more, and now the Queen should continue her path towards that Eagle.
That's right, and he wants to take down those sweepers, making sure that the pathing later is not really getting affected for those Dragon Riders. And take a look at that King. That King did not go inside. The King was supposed to take down their defense. But at the same time, though, the Queen can reach that. And still, this one sweeper is staying alive. And now the super risky blimp, no Teslas whatsoever in the blimp, is going to reach the target and takes down the Town Hall, and that was clutch.
That was indeed. Did actually pull 2 sinking air mines when he got next to the Town Hall, but the Town Hall has been secured. The Dragon Riders pushing their way straight into the middle. We do have the Lava Hound that did just get lured out, so that's going to make its way over to the Queen. Down goes the multi. There's the freeze. These Dragon Riders are staying alive, and it looks like we will have an answer for a 3-star for Aphelion Esports.
Yeah, and it seems like they're really only struggled versus those box bases. Those more like diamond-shaped teaser bases are no problem whatsoever. They know how to attack them. And, well, what an overwhelming attack this was indeed. Dragon Riders left alive everywhere, and this means even the Queen is staying alive, even though there was a lot of damage on her early on.
There was indeed. Well, all we got left is storage is now there. Oh, there's the tornado trap. He got lucky there on picking the right.
50-50?
It was really, to be honest, it is. It's just as a base builder, you're just hoping, crossing your fingers that they pick the right spot with to drop that blimp to get pushed into the tornado trap. Well, he picked the right side and indeed made it to the Town Hall and pulled off that 3-star. Shoya, what a great Queen charge into the Dragon Riders. And they needed that to keep pace with the Queen Walkers.
Yeah, that's right. This 3-star was incredible. Important to make sure they're staying close. Otherwise, it seems like Queen Walkers is kind of running ahead. And I'm so looking forward to see what type of bases Queen Walkers are using with the other 2 open bases, which they still have. Though, we have now 2 of the attackers, which are getting highlighted quite a bit. Stars and Klaus should be up next for Queen Walkers.
Yep.
And I think we're on a ride.
I think for Stars, if I had to take a guess, attack he might come in with, my guess is going to be a Blizzard Lalo. Granted, he could do anything in the world, but Blizzard Lalo is probably, I think, what he loves the most, and he's so good at it. He did before. He used the Hound, made the air defense invisible, rerouted the Hound, sent the blimp in. He can just do some amazing stuff, and it looks like Stars is coming in, but he's got himself only 2 invisibility spells, so he is deciding to use the Lalo but it wants to be a Zapla with the lightning spells.
Yeah, since he has like 5 with his army, I think it's going to be on the Muta-Inferno Tower, on the Sweeper, and on the X-Bow, which is actually set to the lower range, which is something which we don't see that often, right?
Yeah.
Like, typically, we don't really see those gear-ups getting used because they're not that powerful. But he's... Oh, wait a second. There were like 3 black mines right there already.
Wow.
So that's a lot of air traps already gone. And now we have the rocket loons getting loot out, and this means they're now pretty much useless, to be honest.
Yeah, indeed. Those rocket loons are not going to do anything. Now, pulling some Tesla, it looks like, and he's going to be able to make his way probably from the left side all the way to the town hall. There's the poison spell. Queen's going to lure these rocket loons into the poison with the unicorn onto the queen as she's making her way through. The giant's supposed to provide some tanking. And there's not too much point defenses at once. Oh, well, we got the Archer, the Tesla, the cannon. As long as he provides a little bit of tanking. But that queen makes her invisible.
This was like 0 HP right there, and I think he needs to invest quite a few more spells to make this work. But how is that queen still not using, like, I feel like my queen already would have died already like 5 times or something. This is just crazy on how little HP she keeps surviving, but it's not going to be easy. Now he's using the baby dragon to tank for that queen. It's genius, but wait a second, is the queen now? No, she's not moving back. There's the lightning spell which we were talking about earlier. The Warbreak is in there as well. And
he's going to get this queen for the town hall?
How is that queen staying alive for so long?
Stars, what are you doing? How is his queen making it to the town hall with no health? This man is on another level. I mean, he's out of this world. Stars, you're crazy.
Using those level 1,000 heroes, we just cannot die right there. And the Laro starting off from the bottom side. Royal Jimin taking down another key defense in the Multi-Inferno Tower. And now everything is going into that scatter shot. The haze burst there. The hounds are flying across. And with this, there's nothing really left in this space.
There isn't. Indeed, these balloons are going to be pathing their way right around. The Lava Hound is still up. Yeah, I mean, at this point, he could just let the Hound go across. He wants the Hound actually to pop to have the lava bumps to help clean up. So he didn't actually need that free spell near the Grand Warden. He's got 40 seconds left, and this is a beautiful attack right there. Just incredible. He was able to keep that queen alive through all that. Did he just use one giant, an invisibility spell, and a baby dragon to get the queen through all that?
Yeah, somehow. Like, this queen staying alive was incredible. Really nicely done by Stars, making sure that his queen, in some miracle way, going towards that town hall and getting that out. And after that, it was only cleanup for him.
Yeah, it was just that. He made it look so easy, but Queen Walkers have the advantage. They're trying to keep the 3 stars rolling in against Aphelion Esport. You win this, you take on JX Tiger in the semifinals. If you lose, you go down to the lower bracket, and you don't want to do that. It's going to be a road down there. It's so difficult, because you're going to have to win 2 times in a row if you're coming from the lower bracket.
Yeah, and especially this extra pressure. We have seen that yesterday with Altin. I feel like really, especially Musk, was feeling that pressure. And it is for all of those players, especially for the players which are already part of the community for forever. Because I feel like especially those are really getting pressured and performing. And we have another box space, another setup of those spaces where we have the town hall seemingly kind of exposed. On the other side, most of those heroes. But this time, though, the heroes are set up a little bit in a different fashion. But we're keeping this line of Inferno Towers through the core.
We are indeed. A base like this, I've seen all the heroes being placed together on one side. This time it's not. So why do you think he moved the heroes into more of the core rather than putting him towards the bottom, where sometimes I've seen on this base?
I think at some point, because they already used like this setup for some of their bases, I think you want to rotate your defenses and the entire setup a little bit. Otherwise, as soon as your opponent knows like one way to attack it, they're going to know how to 3-star all of them. So you need some sort of like variation in your bases in the same setup if you're using always the same type of base. And I think that's exactly what they're trying to do over here. And I mean, the heroes kind of close to the scatters is never a bad choice. And well, Choco is pushing in with his king, with his queen, and he's trying to go even for that scatter, depending on how the clan castle is going to interact.
That's going to be the question. With the CC being lured out, at least he doesn't have to worry about an Eagle Artillery because he used spells to take that down. So that will not be firing on his troops. With the Queen's ability going off, she secures the Town Hall, but the double poison spell really helped take down the clan castle troops so easily. Now the Royal Champion, she's not going to be able to survive through the scatter, looks like, so sends a balloon and maybe a Stone Slammer probably to move its way into there as he starts to Lalo, and that's probably going to be coming from the right side so he can directly target that Queen.
Yeah, that's right. Making sure this Queen is getting taken down nice and early with those Headhunters coming in then soon. The Slammer now is joining forces with those loons, with this Hound, which is already popped over there, but he's saving one more Hound to take down the last Elephants at the bottom side. Headhunters took down the Queen within seconds.
Wow.
And he still keeps that Warden ability for now.
He does, and decides to use that freeze, but misses the scatter. It's going to be a go. We gotta go. He's forced to use that Warden Eternal Tome. He realizes all the red air bombs are hitting this compartment over here. So he's using that, but we do have the multi-target Inferno. With Tessa's, the Grand Warden, the pathing is not ideal. I don't know if he's going to be able to push these balloons there.
That's going to be rough. I mean, we know already the red bombs are not there anymore. They're already gone. But still, this Multi-Inferno Tower, and I'm not sure if the pathing is nice into that.
Yeah.
We have now the Loons coming in, and
Dragon Rider,
Multi-Inferno Tower.
Dragon Rider.
The Dragon Rider, you're right. 40 seconds. And now maybe the King is coming in clutch or as defense, because we all know the King is one of the best air defenses in the world when it comes down to stalling the timer.
Yeah, imagine if the King could take out your air troops, he would be just overpowered. I mean, it feels like he can reach it. Just jump up, you know? You can take it down, but I guess...
Throwing the sword.
Right, yeah, the sword, throwing it up there. I mean, remember the Legend of the Last Lava Pup trying to take that pup down, not able to reach it. But there we go. The storages go down. Not too much time, but Choco with the 3-star for Phalian Esport to keep pace with the Queen Walkers here.
That's right. Now we have the pressure on Klaus, who should come up next. We all know. I think Utah never attacks anywhere else except on the last spot. So with knowing that Utah and Klaus having the last 2 attacks, we already know Klaus is going to be up next. And he's feeling the pressure, but is it enough pressure for him to go with a regular army, or is he doing something crazy?
That's a great question. I'm sure Klaus has got something amazing cooked up, and I know the viewers at home, they're probably here because they want to see Klaus's attack and see what he can do. He swagged like 4 spells yesterday. Is he going to try to beat that here? But remember, the first priority is 3 stars. He's got to stay focused because a small mistake, if you try to swag spells, can cost you right here. But we've got Klaus, and he's got himself 4. Wait, okay, okay, Klaus. This is the World Championship right here. You know what's on the line, and you still are bringing 14 wall breakers. I'm just. Yeah, this is why people are waiting, staying up till 3, 4, 5 in the morning just to watch this man attack.
Yeah, we have a clone spell as well, which he might combine with the Blim. Let's see. There is the boulder bounce funnel to make sure that his troops are going the right way. But I don't know if that's going to work, because I don't know if he actually calculated those builder huts in, because the gold mine is going to stay up, and he definitely did not really expect or count on those builders of healing up the second gold mine. And with this, the funnel is not as good as he might think. The troops, they have to go inside, and so far it seems like the P.E.K.K.A are going wrong, but there is the invisibility spell.
Yes, that invisibility was actually brilliant because it forced the Super Bowlers back into the middle. The Warden ability protects this Battle Blimp as it goes to the Town Hall, making its way through. There's a Rage, there's a Clone, yes! The Clone goes through, jumps over the Town Hall, and takes down that single target Inferno.
That's right, and now we have those Super Bowlers, those P.E.K.K.A, everything pushing near to the core. The Rage is keeping everything raised up, powered up, and speeding everything into the core. Royal Champion with the King coming into the Eagle compartment, and this is looking incredible.
This is insane here. Let's see if the Queen can stay alive. Not too much. A lot of the troops have gone down, but the Queen's ability is still intact. The scatter shot needs to use it. He does. So the scatter shot does now lock onto the Warden, which looks like he is going to go down. But the King is still up. World Champion with her ability, 2 free spells. Klaus, you can't swag these spells. You're probably going to have... Wait a sec. Well, I mean, with the RC ability, maybe he could, you know? He's making his way around to the scatter shot down here.
Yeah, with that one healer trying... Now the healer's even tanking for this Royal Champion.
Jeez.
Things are getting closer. He's using those spells now. He knows he needs a 3-star. It's not supposed to be a swag competition. It's all about 3-starring, making sure that everything works. We have this one Super Bowl on the right side.
Yeah, we do.
Staying alive and providing already this cleanup. 50 seconds are left.
Is it enough? Can this Royal Champion make it through these 2 Archer Towers? Is there... Okay, the question is skeleton traps. Will there be one or a tornado trap? Unless he already activated. I didn't see it. He probably might have. The RC makes it through this final Tesla, and he does it. Okay, Klaus, this man, 3 stars yet again. But he doesn't just 3-star. He 3 stars in style.
Really nicely done, getting that 3-star in the end for the Queen Walkers to make sure they're keeping their lead. Stars and percentage are on their side, making sure that they're going into the last attack, each with a lead, and putting the pressure even more on Aphelion, which I think at this point are really feeling the pressure.
They are indeed. Aphelion needs the 3-star here because Queen Walkers are up. You can see, I'll move a little bit. That will be pushed up to 11 right there because they've done 4 attacks. So they're up by stars and percentage. They're coming in here. We know we have Yuta 14 for the final attack for Queen Walkers, but there he is. Look at this. I mean, P.E.K.K.A. Smash, I don't even know if we call it a P.E.K.K.A. Smash at that point. It's got so many troops. It's basically called the Klaus meta.
You could call it for sure like that, with those Super Bowlers and those P.E.K.K.A. combined and making a really smart move with that clone. But we have another box base, and Kazuma is in with the Queen George Lalo. A strategy which is incredible powerful and can take down any base if executed properly. There's now the Blimp flying across, getting sent into this compartment to make sure that he's taking down the scatter, taking down the entire compartment and luring out the clan caster as well.
Yep, looking to help grab this compartment, like you mentioned, does lure the CC, which should go down to the Queen. Has yet to deploy the healers. Finally does. There was the Headhunter that ran off to the Queen. Healers are going to try to bring this Queen's health back up, and down goes the Headhunter, and the Queen's moving her way through. The Balloon tested this area for Seeking Air Mines. It looks like it's protected so far, but he wants to be able to grab more value. Does not have a jump spoke, so going to rely on another super wall break, probably to go maybe towards that Queen platform into the Eagle Artillery, but the Queen's health is pretty low here.
Yeah, but he really knows the limits of his Queen, not dropping a Rage, and with that, saving an important spell because he's about to charge into an area where he's going to face the Queen, the King, the Warden, the Royal Champion. All of those defending heroes are about to engage on his Queen, which is going to cost him quite some spells and a lot of power of that Queen. Spring Traps not affecting the wall break, and with this, the Queen is keep diving forward.
Indeed, that Queen's going to get her value, making her way towards the Eagle. There's the additional Rage spell, but the beautiful wall break, and now the Warden is on ground helping this King. So he's doing a Queen charge, Lalo, and the Queen's going for the wall, though.
What?
Queen, where are you going?
Oh, no, he's being really unlucky right there with the Queen going for that wall instead.
No.
Not going for this Inferno Tower. With this, it means the Inferno Tower is going to stay alive.
It ability means... spell. Yes. Come on. Yes. Okay, she's going back in. Tornado trap by the Town Hall, though, Itsu.
Tornado trap over there as well. Like, a lot of things are happening at the same time. Already a lot of Black Mines connected to those healers. So the Queen Charge definitely was scouted by the Queen Walkers, were tested. And now the Lalo from the top side. Royal Ability is going through to bounce some buildings. But this means this Lalo is without the Warden. This means those loons are incredible low on hit points.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's going to work with those healers really not having that much power left.
Yeah, trying to keep his Queen alive. Takes out this air defense. The Royal Champion did clear that core multi-target Inferno. And he's trying to put a 3-star on the board with 30 seconds left. The Queen finally goes down. These healers are actually going to provide a little bit of distraction We only got 25 seconds. Look at the air skellies, the red air bombs all the way through here. This is luckily a ground expo, but the final balloon does go down.
Wow, those bases really, really carried Queen Walkers. What an incredible setup of those box bases. What an incredible idea to come in with those bases. We have seen that from different teams now.
Yeah.
Coming up with something unexpected, coming up with something which really is throwing this other team completely off the plan. And so far, those box bases were nice on defense for the Queen Walkers in this match.
Indeed, the box bases have been so strong, and he had to use that invisibility spell to reroute the Queen. If he only had that spell, maybe to use for the Queen to protect her, that could have been a huge difference maker. But you mentioned it about Yuta 14 being the last attacker for Queen Walkers. Well, we're taking a look at some stats from at least shouting out Chase the Ace, because he's amazing coming in with them, and he's recorded out of the last 93 attacks for Queen Walkers, Yuta 14 has attacked 5th in 93 of them. Every single one. He always attacks last. I don't even think I've ever seen him not attack last, to be honest. So he loves this position, and he's bringing the Sneaky Goblins and the Rocket Loons as well. And look at that. They need a 1-star, 79% to take the victory.
I love this strategy. This strategy is so fun, and especially knowing Yuta, he loves those queen charges, right? Like, he's incredible skilled at using those queen charges when he's using the healers.
Yeah.
And nearly losing that queen ability, keeping her barely alive. But right now, things are not going to plan. The queen is actually charging into the town hall, and with having so many sneaky goblins, this means that was not the plan. This was not the plan. He tried to queen shots around this compartment to make sure that he can delay those sneaky goblins to take it down, and it's not working. Now he has to flip the plan completely and has to come up with something different.
Yeah, because the Sneaky Goblins, like you mentioned, are for the Town Hall. So at this point, the Sneaky Goblins really could be used for maybe funneling for his king at this point, because they don't have really much any value other than all they go for is the storages, like gold storages, clan castles, the town hall, anything that really contains loot inside of it. But we have the queen under the invisibility spell trying to get through this clan castle. There's the archers, a lava hound, continuing to try to keep this queen under rage. But he does have a battle blend. Maybe he decides to go with a stone slammer, because, well, it is rocket loons. They do initially go fast here, but you can't take that many of them.
Yeah, you cannot take too many of them. It's always about your heroes. Your heroes they have to get the value, right? They have to get the value, otherwise it's a huge problem. And usually the Ground Warden. The Ground Warden, because there is no reason to use the Warden on air with those rocket loons. They're way too quick anyways.
Yeah.
And with that, they use instead with those heroes using the Warden ability early to make sure that he's able to catch his headhunters, to make sure that this Royal Champion is keep diving forward. Now this queen is caught in this Inferno Tower, in the Expos, in a lot of firepower.
Well, it's not going to matter at this point, because he's gotten the 2-star, which means the Queen Walkers are going to be victorious over Aphelion Esports. What a war for them. They came in with some amazing bases to hold Aphelion to 12 stars. What an impressive defense from him. I guess it was the storyline of the box bases that really threw Aphelion Esports for a loop, because we know that Aphelion Esports really threw MCS for a loop when they gave them the ring bases. I guess that's really what stopped Aphelion, so the other teams are going to have to keep that and note that for when they face them.
Yeah, that's right. I think everyone now has to get into the boot camp again to make sure that they're practicing against those box bases.
Yes.
Because Queen Walkers is going to move on in that upper bracket, getting another win on the board versus a really strong-looking Aphelion yesterday.
Yeah.
Because they're now going down from 15 to 12 stars. And Queen Walkers, that was a true show of power to the base building team which they have.
It was indeed. So that means Queen Walkers is going to be moving on to face JX Tiger in the semi.